Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to put my 2 cents in about the Nvidia launch of the 50 series cards or the 5000 series cards. Now, why would I be making this video? Mainly because I was a buyer in this market. I was looking and waiting for these announcements and I was pretty excited about it, to be honest. And I've been pretty excited for a little while because I have a 3080 in my system. It's going quite fine. It's playing most of the games that I need to play. There's been no issues so far, but I am looking at future proofing like a lot of people. Or they're just looking to update and they're looking to get something new. So pretty excited about what Jensen had in store for us. And it was a good event, I thought, or a good speech. There was quite a lot of good information there, and he gave us what we wanted to see, most of it. There were some things that we didn't get at all, which was disappointing, which is like specs on the cards. The cards that were displayed, especially the 5070 to start off with, which I thought was pretty bold, when Jensen said that the 5070 is on par with a 4090. Now, I find that very hard to believe, but I can tell just by the way they're talking about this that it may be true in some instances, but you're going to need to have every single piece of AI technology, blah, blah, DLSS 4, frame generation, everything possible in a game and optimized and running well for it to reach that level. To say that is a pretty bold claim. So if that doesn't happen, it's going to be very interesting. And I wouldn't pull the trigger. When I first heard that, I was pretty excited. I was like, damn, that is amazing. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of a little bit more suspicious of whether that's going to be even possible. So I would sort of keep that in the back of your mind, that you're going to need to have every single piece of technology that this AI, DLSS, all this information that you're going to have everything switched on. And who knows what that's going to look like if you're trying to keep up with the 4090. And I believe the 4090 has got so much horsepower behind it that, yeah, the 4090 would be a lot more stable and it would look a hell of a lot better in my mind. But I have been impressed with what frame generation and with what DLSS 3.5 can do as well. So you just never know. But I'm worried that DLSS 4, hopefully it looks great. Hopefully it runs well and gives us the performance that we want. But yeah, we'll see from there. But when you rely so much on AI to do all the work for you, I mean, I'm not against AI, especially because you can see from the build of the card that it's quite a good design, and it looks like 2-slot. Like, what is going on here? And I love that we're starting to get the size back down, and that just shows that I think to get in a half decent power limit of a card, power draw, if you're trying to do the sort of power that and the performance that they're trying to get, you would need a massive system to draw more power, and just suck so much out of your system just to get it to do it without using AI. And I don't think it's commercially possible. They would have to use AI as much as possible. It's a smart idea to have another way of rendering other than pure horsepower. So yeah, I think it will be a good thing, and I'm pretty excited to see how well it actually goes. So yeah, we'll see. And does it increase latency too? That's one other thing I'm worried about is DLSS 4, frame gen. What's the latency going to be like? Are you going to be able to play a first-person shooter game with all this switched on and with all these fake frames and everything flying around? What the hell is it going to look like? It could look like absolute rubbish, and it could play like rubbish because you're just going to have high latency. I don't care. I'm not really a high first-person shooter player. Don't play much COD. I've been playing a bit of Marvel Rivals recently, which I've been enjoying. So, but outside of that, not really too fast. If the latency is a little bit slower, it's not going to kill me. And Cyberpunk, you can get away with that. So the single player game should still be fine. Yeah, with all this AI and everything, you're going to lose somewhere. Like, it has to generate, it needs time to create all this type of stuff. So let's see what the pros and cons are when they come out. I would definitely wait for review copies of the actual card that you're looking at. I like pre-order if you want. In history has sort of taught me that you need to sort of take your time and have a look at the card first and have a look at the performance, because it's never as good as what these things make it out to be. But the pricing, right? I was actually really surprised with the pricing. Other than the 5090, I mean, that's a bit wild and a bit out there, but the card could also be an absolute beast too. The 5080 pricing really excited me. That was something that I thought I could reach for. I could save up for a while and get one of those bad boys. I would be happy with that. And if the performance is good, I'm going to wait for review copies before I go and buy one. And even the 5070, I mean, we'll have to have a look at it, to be honest. Maybe the TI, the 5070 could be a really good card. And I think that pricing, the Intel card, has really brought down the price of that 5070. So it could be very interesting. So yeah, I was excited about the pricing because I really thought that the 5080 was going to be more than that. I thought it was going to be 1300, maybe even 1500. I was really concerned, but pretty good pricing. But the biggest issue now is you're going to have scalpers. I can tell you right now, you're going to have scalpers that are going to be a real pain in the ass. They're going to jump on as much as possible. So you wait for the reviews. Hopefully they're out early enough so you can make a decision and go in and get a card. And you also got to think that you got Trump tariffs potentially going to be an issue, which could put 20% on top of whatever these prices are. So, man, the world we live in, eh? Who knows? I'm sort of on the fence right now. I'm actually excited. I want to see what they're like. I am a buyer. I am in the market. I probably will look to get something, and hopefully we can buy them and we don't have to worry about scalpers. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. And okay, if it was my recommendation, what graphics card should you own or should you just buy? I would say the one that plays all the games that you want to play. Like all the games that you want to play. You don't really need any more unless you want to future-proof massively, and you don't want any less. So just buy what you want for the games you want to play. If you're only playing indie games and you love them, hey, buy a GPU that does that. My 3080 does everything that I want it to do so far. It does hurt the sim a little bit, especially when it's like 7680 by 1440p on triple screens. You do have to go medium settings, which is fine for sim racing. The details still look good, but if you want to go the next level, go up to high, ultra, you are going to be looking maybe 5070, who knows, or 5080. So yeah, we'll see. But that's my recommendation. You know, don't spend any more money than you can afford to spend. Don't go get into debt for these things. They're not an investment. Usually they lose money. They don't gain money. But yeah, outside of that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.